Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we are going to learn about globe, latitudes and longitudes. This is the lesson number 2 of your geography. So let's start. Before knowing what is globe, let's first understand what exactly is the shape of our earth. We all know our earth is spherical, like a ball, right? But it's not exactly like a ball. It's spherical like a ball from the sides and in the middle, but a bit flat at the top and at the bottom. So we are having earth like a ball, but which is flat at the top and at the bottom. So it's having its own shape, and the name of the shape is geoid. Geoid means earth like shape. Okay, which is flat at the top and at the bottom. We can exactly know the shape of our earth with the help of globe. Globe is the model of the earth. Okay, got it? Globe is the model of the earth with the help of which we come to know the exact shape of our earth. It's like this. It's having a stand. Then we are having a needle. With the help of this needle, the globe rotates like this. It rotates, keeps on rotating. Okay, from west to east. From west to east. Our earth also rotates in the same way, but this needle is not present over there. So we can call this needle is known as axis. But axis is an imaginary line which is not exactly present on earth. Imaginary line around which our earth rotates in the space. Okay, we are having other imaginary lines also. I'll tell you. If we'll draw the shape of our earth like this, we are having one imaginary line which divides the earth into two equal parts. It's drawn exactly at the center of the earth. It divides earth into two equal parts. The upper part is known as northern hemisphere and the lower part is known as southern hemisphere. And this line, which divides earth into two equal halves, is known as equator. So, we are not having only equator, we are having other imaginary lines also. In the northern hemisphere, we are having lines drawn like this. One. Equator is treated as 0 degrees. This line, it's known as 1 degree. This line is known as 2 degrees. This line is known as 3 degrees. In the same way, we are having more and more lines drawn in the upper northern hemisphere till it reaches to this point. This point is known as North Pole and it's equal to 90 degrees. So we can say we are having 90 lines drawn on the northern hemisphere. How many lines? 90 lines drawn, which is not drawn by me because of the short of the space, but these are 90 lines drawn on the northern hemisphere. In the same way, we are having 90 lines drawn on the southern hemisphere. Treated same way, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degrees. Then we are having at the bottom 90 degrees. And this point is known as South Pole. We treat them as if we are drawing a line at the North Pole, we call them as 1 degree N, 2 degrees N. N is known as North. Okay, so we can say our North Pole is 90 degrees N and our South Pole is 90 degrees S. S is known as South pole. Okay, south hemisphere. Okay, got it? So we are having 90 degrees in the northern hemisphere, 90 lines, and 90 lines in the southern hemisphere. Okay, in short, we are having 90 plus 90 lines drawn. That is 180 plus an equator. Equator was also a line drawn plus an equator. That is 1. So we have 181 lines drawn. We also call these lines as parallels. Why we call them parallels? Because these lines are parallel to each other. Parallel means the line which doesn't meet, which is of the same distance at every point. They doesn't meet anywhere. Okay, so these lines doesn't meet anywhere, so we call them as parallels, or we also call them as latitudes. What we call them? We call them as parallels or latitudes. Okay, got it? We are having some important latitudes. Let's first come to know about them. We are having some important latitudes in the northern hemisphere and some important latitudes in the southern hemisphere also. One of the important latitude is over here. This is 23.5 degree. What is it? N. N means north. 23.5 degree north. Okay. This latitude is known as Tropic of Cancer. What is it known as? Tropic of Cancer. In the same way, we are having other latitude which is over here. It's equal to 23.5 degree S. Okay, because it's in the southern hemisphere. So we write S over here. And this latitude is called as Tropic of Capricorn. We are having other latitude also. It's over here. It's equal to 66.5 degree N. It's known as Arctic Circle. What's it known as? Arctic Circle. Other latitude is over here. It's also equal to 66.5 degree S. This is known as Antarctic Circle. So we are having other latitude, that is North Pole 90 degree, and other latitude, that is South Pole, which is equal to 90 degree S. So these are the important latitudes. 0 degree is equator, 23.5 degree N is Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree S is Tropic of Capricorn, 66.5 degree N is Arctic Circle, 66.5 degree S is Antarctic Circle, 90 degree N is North Pole, 90 degree S is South Pole. These are our important latitudes. Okay, because we draw these latitudes, we have drawn these latitudes to know about the climate of different places. That's why latitudes are being drawn. Okay, latitudes are drawn to know about the climate of different places. We'll come to know about this later on in geography, naturally, but these are drawn to know about the climate. In the next lecture, we will come to know about longitudes. Okay.